The Riddles of Barabbas, Chapter 15, The Parable of the Book. Jesus continues to talk all night after the Last Supper at the Mount of Olives. Now as for the next metaphor, a book is full of verses. The author reads his words, and in his head his work rehearses. He can keep the parts he likes or cut what isn't fine, like the gardener prunes the branch when no fruit's on the vine. With the book complete, my words are clean of any flaw. If taken out of context, though, you'll misinterpret all. I'm the book and you're the verses in this metaphor. If someone stays with us, they'll in time uncover more. But if they stray from book to book, come all over the Bible, making no distinction between accolade and libel, they will pull you from the book and take you out of context. You'll be like a branch that withers and is burned and processed. But if you verses stay in me, my words not mistranslated, ask whatever verses wish, and they'll get what they stated. This is to the glory of the author of a book, that the verses bear much fruit to them, whoever has a look. Remain in me, my Father's love won't stay if you are sloppy. You must stay consistent with the author's master copy. I have told you this so that my joy may be in you, when complete your joy conveying what I try to do. The book's command to verses is to love agapate, side by side forever, always loyal, never stray. Greater love has no one than the love of ink for ink, laying down its essence for all history to link. And if a person has some friends in other times or places, greater love has no one than to write down their life's graces. You are more than servants if you do as I command. Because you know my business, you've enough to understand. Instead, I call you friends because all I know from the Father, I've made known to you and for your readers to be offered. You verses didn't choose that you would be inside this book. The book appointed you so that someone would have a look. And anything you ask, the fruit you ask for in my name, will be given in the mind of your dear reader, I proclaim. The book's command to verses is to love agapate, side by side forever, always loyal, never stray. If the world should hate you verses, know that before this, first the book you're in was hated, and the whole dismissed. The world would love you as its own, if you were of the world, gates and books and paper, water, fire, winds and whirls. But I have elevated all those things that you describe, and chosen verses out with multi-meanings to ascribe. So who is it you verses serve, a book, a man, or God? You're the servants to them all, their reading might be broad. If they persecute the book, they'll hate the verses also, and if they do not grasp the meaning, they may blindly follow. They will treat you so because the name I share with Jesus, though they do not know the one who sent me, named Barabbas. If I had not come right after Mark and Luke and Matthew, they'd not be confused about morality and value. But though they're led astray by their unsound interpretations, they still have no excuse if they are guilty of transgressions. He who hates the book, he hates the one who wrote it too. This book shows some miracles the other books withdrew, and added in some riddles, metaphors, ironic pieces. This book has been written to be hated for wrong reasons. When the counselor comes, one like the father of this book, and reads you with a passion full of faith in truth unshook, he will testify about the nature of my meaning, and every verse will find interpretation that way leaning.